Good evening, everybody, or good evening, anybody. Welcome to the last of this Thursday evening series of Seafarers Virtual Regatta. It's the last one, so it should obviously be the most exciting one. First race is open already. We've got a few runners and riders, so let's jump across and have a look there. So I think our main contenders this evening are Debbie. It's hers to lose the series. I think she has a reasonable lead, but we'll have a look at that between the first and second races. So we're just going to watch the first race. And I am talking to myself. Oh well. People watch it on the playback sometimes, so you never know. 5 runners for the Seafarers, so it's Mystery Laser who will reveal at the end, I think, of the evening. You know, nice surprise for everybody. Seafarers, that's going to be Nathan this evening, he's our race officer. Mike B, Debbie, our front runner, and Blue Sky. So let's jump on with Debbie because she's the one who has everything to lose this evening. And we're actually into sequence. Let's have a look, see what the wind's doing. Well, it's fairly even, but it's definitely port end of the line is the place to be. It's even probably a little bit more wind over there. Yeah. So definitely a port end start. "20 seconds. Nobody's pressing the line too much, but we'll stick and watch Debbie, shall we? See how she gets on. As this evening is hers to lose. 5 seconds. And we're off. Looks like it was a clean start for everybody. Yep, and port tack is where we need to be, really. Nathan's out in the lead. Yeah, problem with that port tack, it does look like you're going to sail out of what wind there is. Again, the darker patches that you can see both on the water and in our little window up in the top left hand corner represent more wind. So if you can be on the lifted tack in the darker patch, then you're pretty good. So I think Nathan's probably just coming across because he's losing out to Debbie at the moment, so Debbie's back in the lead according to this. She's tacked back as well. Definitely port tack is the tack you want to be on, it's the making tack at the moment. Yeah, and pretty much everybody's there now. I wonder how long our beat's going to be today. Is it the long beat? When you set up these races you have a choice usually between a medium length beat and a long beat. I'm guessing Nathan went for the long beat again. It does give you a little more time to sort things out. So, yep, Debbie with the advantage. Sitting very nicely above everybody else. So she should be clear to that first windward mark. She's probably safe now even if the wind does shift. Let's have a look from the back. Yep, so we're riding along with Mike at the moment. And now everybody's just tracking up to that ley line, so let's join Debbie as she gets closer to the mark. That close in, it should be reasonably easy to pick the ley line. Yep, she goes. Across to the spreader mark. So it's Debbie first, Blue Sky, Nathan, Rody, Mystery Laser and Mike Bree bringing up the rear. There's not a lot in it at the moment. Oh, who hit what? Oh, look, Mike's got a penalty, I think, by the looks of it. So let's have a look down the course. Can't see any real advantage at the moment. Yeah. Maybe the right hand mark as we look down at it. But, it's difficult to tell. Let's have a look. Yep. So I think the fight at the moment is between these two. Here we go, look. Little luffy match. Oh, that was a bit. Yep, Debbie rounds to the first gate. The first leeward gate. She's got a nice little lead now. Tussle between Blue Sky and Nathan, a race officer. Let's watch this, could be interesting. Will Nathan be able to get on the inside of him? Yeah, nicely done. Oh, and who hit the mark? Was that Mike hitting marks again? Yep, and Blue Sky not quick enough in his tack there, didn't have enough room to get across, so he gets a penalty. So Blue Sky, Nathan and Mike at the rear. Yep, Debbie's got a nice lead now. So she's kind of cementing her lead at the moment. And let's jump on with Debbie as she rounds the mark. Yep, giving yourselves plenty of room for this rounding. Let's go back to Nathan and see how he's getting on. Oh, this is all fairly tight, isn't it? So who's that? That's Blue Sky got a little bit of an advantage. Mike's picked up there. What happened to Nathan? He lost some ground there, didn't he? It's going to be a nice long run for the last leg. Plenty to fight for in this middle pack. So we'll stick with these, shall we? Yep. So Nathan and Mike B, they're going to have a little bit of a tussle at the moment. Yep, both on port at the moment, so they're just going to truck on down. Is Mike going to jibe over, get him on starboard? He does. Oh, there's no such thing as room and opportunity in this game, is there? In the meantime, Mystery Laser is making hay over on the other side. So Debbie's almost there, so we join Debbie. She's got a fairly good lead, so she's going to take the win nice and easy. Let's just join this three as they tussle. So Blue Sky's got away from this little fight. Mike, a race officer, and the Mystery Laser. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Who's it going to be? So, port starboard here. Oh, Mike, saw that coming. Oh. What is that noise? Oh, stop it. So, I'll just run through those quickly. I have no idea what's going on. It stopped. No, it didn't stop. Then we got the wind nice and easy. Blue sky. Mystery Laser Mike and Nathan bringing up the rear from contesting for that second spot quite slightly. He fell all the way back. Let's come out of there. Wow, no idea what that was. Yeah. So Debbie's cementing her lead here. Bear with me because I can just run through the runners and riders. So there are no discards in what I'm telling you now. But Debbie has a net score for the series to date of 52, followed by Tony with 67, Nathan 81, Uncle Bill, me, Mike. Just going. So it was Debbie first in that one, wasn't it? I've forgotten already. I should have paid attention. Debbie first. Was it Blue Sky second? Yeah, Mystery Laser was third, wasn't he? And then Uncle Bill wasn't playing. It was our other rider. Who was it? So Nathan was fifth, wasn't he? So who was fourth? B must have been fourth then. Okay. Yep, so that doesn't make any appreciable difference. It's still Debbie, Nathan in third, Mystery Laser second. So I think Debbie's going to have to go some. She's got a really big points advantage. She's out for blood this evening with that first win. So that was a good first race. So we'll probably race in the second one. Somebody's saying Italian rules for that one. There was quite a lot of port starboards and not a lot of room given in that one. However, does anybody know what's going on with the America's Cup? I know we're 4-0 down at the moment. When are they going to race again? Saturday, I think. But it sounds like from the little attention that I've been paying, there's quite a lot of politics involved. Who would have thought in the America's Cup? Anyway, try my hardest this week not to give away any codes. It is back to our standard code. No, I shouldn't say that really because that was the one I gave away. Was it? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so just wait for Nathan to get this one up and running. We're racing the next one. It's lasers because, you know, I love lasers. So I'm guessing that one should be open. It is. So let's jump across to that one. Here we are. As you'll see, I've changed the colour on my laser to something more appropriate, I think. It's brown. Make your own conclusions on my interpretation of brown. Oh, it looks like Uncle Bill's joined us. That's great. So should anybody else be along? How many were in that first race? 5, so that's me for this one, so that's 6 in total, so we should be good. Let's have a look at that overhead view again. Yeah, what end of the line is certainly favoured. So why don't we truck over there? Looks like there might even be a little more wind down there as well. Yep. So Nathan's pushed the button, we're ready to go. As I say, when we get to 1 minute the racing wheels kick in, but right now we're fairly safe. Try and have a decent start, that would help. So we're into a minute sequence. See if we can discern anything from here. So it does look like starboard, maybe off the line, or over the line, starboard start. Way here from then. Let's get a little bit closer, let's not go too far away. So who's that coming across to have a look? I'm going to guess that's Nathan. We really don't want to be... Oh, I don't want to give him a penalty. Don't. Well done. Missed him. Oh, I did. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. My apologies. He's probably going to come back at me now. He's got time to blow that off anyway. Let's just go for it. Yeah, bad. Getting squeezed there, so let's tack away. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Let's try not to get too many penalties today. Where are you going? You're supposed to be going that way. Looks like we might be on the making tack anyway, but we're certainly not in the best wind at the moment. Oh well, that was a good start made bad. It's a talent of mine. So it does look like we might be getting a little bit knocked here. So let's go back across. Yeah, it does look like that's a little bit better. So Debbie and Nathan out in front again. I'm a little bit higher than them, which might be a little bit of an advantage. Certainly getting lifted towards the mark, which is nice. And maybe a little more breeze coming our way as well. Yep, so we're taking some metres out of them. That's pure luck, there's no judgment there. It's the wind shift and that wind coming in from the side. Pure luck, but I'm going to take it. Yep, so there's really no point in tacking over. It's still being lifted quite nicely. If we see anything like a knock as we approach this far ley line, we might tack over, but not till we're fairly close. What we might do is, because we've got this other lace coming up on our port side, we have right, so we'll probably just jump in front of him if we can stay in front, and then tack over on top of them. Yep, that's Nathan by the looks of it. He's going to squeeze in front. He is, that wasn't part of the plan. He did. Okay, let's tack across now. Oh, we are well overstood. Concentrating on Nathan and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Hopefully we'll still get around the mark close enough to Nathan. Okay, let's try not to have any more penalties. Just struck up to this mark. Nathan stopped. We're going to have to go around him. That slowed us down. Why did Nathan stop? Okay, looks like there's more wind on the left hand side as we go down, so what we'll do is we'll bear away and go straight into the jibe. Let's see. Can we see any advantage? Maybe this right hand side as we look at it. Nathan's coming up to have a look at me. Where am I going? Oh dear. Oh well. Threw that one away as well, didn't they? Well, let's see if Nathan can make a mistake and we'll catch him up. Looks like he's got a pretty good lead now, so that might be a tall order. Really don't want to follow him, do I? So let's tack over now. Looks like there's more breeze there, so let's truck over into that and see what we can get out of that. Who's that coming across on the... This might be port starboard here, have to pay attention. Yeah, I think we're going to duck. Yep, we're definitely going to duck here. No need for any more penalties. It's quite a knot, but we are in more breeze. So we're going to go back before we get to that ley line, I think. Yeah, big knot there, let's go. I think Debbie's still going to squeeze out in front of us quite easily. And we're dropping down quite a lot here. I didn't do that very well. Well, it's going to be quite a tussle, isn't it? Hopefully we can stay close enough to Mike to have some fun on the run. I don't think this is going to be very entertaining. I'm not sure what's going on here. I seem to be going very slowly. I should be used to that. Are we close enough to do them any damage? It doesn't look like it, does it? And there's no real advantage one side or the other. Just have to truck on down and hope we get close enough to pick up a place. Doesn't look like we will though, does it? So it looks like Nathan should take this one quite easily. Debbie a second, that won't hurt her campaign at all. It's Mike B in the blue boat, I'm guessing, just in front of me. Let's see if we can put a bit more hurt on him. Can but try. No, it's not enough runway left. Fairly clear behind it, yep. So Nathan gets that one, really got the better. He's going to be grating on the line again. He is, isn't he? I wonder if that'll come back to bite him again. But no, he's finished. So that was definitely a reasonable start. Full finish. Okay, so let's just pick up these results when I go. So that was a Nathan with a first. Who went first? Debbie was second. Mike B was third. I was fourth. Uncle Bill fifth. And this guy seemed to drop out of that one, so we'll just give him 5 of us and 6. So again, no difference. Debbie still leads with a nice margin. In fact, she probably can't be beaten now. Points difference between her and Tony is quite large. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats while we're there. Best start. Yeah, Nathan had that best start. He was underneath me. Average speed, Debbie. Shortest distance was Mike. Don't appear there. Anyway, let's have a look at my stats. Yeah. Reasonable start. Did okay. Lost it there. Probably when I went in the wrong direction. Anyway, race number 2. Now we get to move on to some proper boats. 49 is for the last one. Yep, so it should be 49 is for the next one. Looks like Tony didn't get into that one. So, oh, have I just given away the name of our mystery laser sailor? Yeah, it is the last one, and it is Tony. Anyway, let's have a quick, see if anybody's actually watching. 2 people watching, so that's my mum and my wife as usual. They don't even send me any fan mail. Okay, let's see, let's quickly bump in there, see if we can see if the next one's going to be open. Yeah, be 49ers. We're just spectating this one, I think, as usual. Can't see it yet. Here we go. Yep, 49ers. So who's joining us? So we've got Nathan again, Mike B, Debbie of course. She can probably afford to relax now. Well, but she'll want to do it well. Uncle Bill, and not mystery laser sailor, Tony. So let's have a look, see what we can make of this course. Again, when we have these long lines, whenever we have a long line, there's always a port bias. It does look like the port tack will be in the making tack at the moment, doesn't it? So just waiting to see if anybody else joins us. I think Blue Sky was certainly in the chat, so he should join us if he's having problems. Shall we ride along with Debbie? Debbie usually has good starts. A rather nice green colour there. I say nice, I'm lying. It's horrible. Who's number 5? Did I ask this question before? We had a mystery number 5 before. Anyway, it's a blue boat. Let's go back to Debbie. She's just hovering, waiting to do her usual. Good start. Penalties already. Again, let's just jump back in. Let's check the line again. Yep, so a little bit of an advantage port end, and it does look like port tack is the making tack at the moment. Let's see who goes where. So where's Nathan? Yeah, he's hovering around the port end of the line. He's going for the port flyer. 17 seconds to go. Let's see how Nathan gets on out here. I said we were going to ride along with Debbie. I lied. We're going to go with Nathan because he's having the more exciting start. Going to have to get a move on now. Yes. So he should cross them all, hopefully. And he does. So that was a well executed port flyer. Debbie not having such a good start. Needs to tack over onto the port side, get back into that band of wind, otherwise she's going to lose even more ground. Perhaps she's just relaxed now. Who's getting penalties? Uncle Bill got a penalty, I wonder what for. So let's jump on board with our leader. Debbie's gone all the way out to that port lay line. Let's see if that pays any dividends. I can't see that it will, but you never know. Looks like Nathan's just going to track all the way up to the lay line. Oh no, quite lazy. Quite wisely he tacks back. It's the direction everybody else is going, so covering them. So Mike B in second. Well done, Mike. Mystery Laser, not. Uncle Bill. Debbie bringing up the rear. She knows she's got this in the bag, so she's relaxed. Wonder if it might come back to bite her. I doubt it. So my guess is Nathan's going to tack over now. Yep, there he goes. Puts himself between the mark and his competitors. Gets to the lay line. There he goes. Tacks now. So Nathan around first, our race officer. Mike B having a good race in second. Mystery Laser, who will henceforth be called Tony, whether he likes it or not. Let's see everybody else. Debbie's still in last place. No, she's picked up a place now. Nope, still in last place. Nathan just doing the sensible thing, I think, and jabbing across to cover everybody else. Put himself back into that band of wind. It's going to comfortably cross here. Who's he fighting with though? It's Mike. So it does look like the right gate, the right side of the gate as we look at is the furthest upwind. It's always a small advantage to be had by going to the one that's a little further upwind. Has Mike sneaked in front? He has, well done. Yeah. It's going to be a port starboard. Ooh, that was close. But Nathan had an advantage on the mark. Yeah, and I think Mike just tried to barge in there, didn't have any rights. Just ran into the back of him by the looks of it. So what's going on behind him now? Yep, that lets Tony sneak through. Mystery Laser. Yep, Nathan tacks across to cover them. Does look like the port tack is the making tack, but he's just staying between everybody else and the mark. Yeah, Mike's dropped a few places because of that faux pas at the lower gate. Who's that over here? Uncle Bill. So he might have some gains over there. Let's jump on board with him. It's a little more wind coming Uncle Bill's way, that might pay dividends. He needs to pick this ley line because he doesn't want to sail any further than he needs to. Yeah, and that wind's shifting for him quite nicely. Yep, port starboard. Uncle Bill comes out in second. Nice. And he might even take the lead. He does. I think the extra wind in the 49ers is probably more advantageous speed advantage, certainly. Picking the right tack, so it probably pays to look for the wind. Let's hope Uncle Bill holds on to this to the end. Yep, Uncle Bill rounds first. Nice. It's going to be fairly tight behind him. Windward leeward. So Mike's goes searching for the wind. Yep, there is more wind on that side, the left-hand side, as we look at it. Certainly darker. So it might pay to get over there. Probably even more of a speed advantage in the wind than these things. Go find the wind. Uncle Will should have this sewn up. There's quite a gap now between second and third. Debbie's picked up a few places. Let's jump on board with her, see how she's doing, see who's behind her. Yep, I think this is pretty much done and dusted now. Yeah, you can see that ley line. So let's stay with Uncle Bill. Watch him take the victory. Yep, nice one. Second is Mystery Laser, aka Tony. Nathan's going to be third by the looks of it. Yep. Nathan was close between him and Debbie. Mystery number 5. And then Mike. So that was a good win for Uncle Bill. Let's go and have a look at the stats on that one. Yeah. Nice win, Uncle Bill. So I'm just going to make sure I get those results. So, Uncle Bill 1, Tony 2, Nathan 3, maybe 4th, 4th, Blue Sky. Blue Sky was number 5. I don't understand that then. So Blue Sky was 5th. Where's Blue Sky gone? It might be 6th. Yeah. So Debbie can't lose now, I think. This isn't going including discards. Let's jump out. And shall we race in the last one? I think it would be rude not to. Let's jump over before I start giving any codes away. So this is going to be the last race, the last evening for the Seafarers virtual reality. Is it open yet? No, not yet. Just waiting for Nathan to tell us that it's open. Hopefully he'll give us a long beat for the last one. Nathan's telling us it's going to open at 1925. Mike's putting his 5th place, 6th place. What was it? I can't remember now. Down to skill. No, not over yet. It's nice that Uncle Bill got the win there. And that was skill. Should we see if we can get around this one without picking up any penalties? That would be quite nice for a change. Yep, here we go. So I wonder if Debbie's wanted to go out on a win. I'm sure she'll be trying quite hard. So let's have a quick look at the line. Oh, that makes a change. Committee boat end pays, so we can have a nice little dogfight for the committee boat end. Don't know what the wind's doing yet, really. So let's just go and hang out over here until we're ready to go. 7 of us for the last one. Just waiting for Nathan to let us kick off. Really don't want to get too far away. So let's just keep our height. Let's go back and check on the line. Yep. Does look like fairly even wind, doesn't it? Definitely committee boat end start. So we can have a nice fight for that. It would be nice to have a nice fight and not to get any penalties. It's highly unlikely. Yep, just killing time, waiting for the start. I'm not impatient. Here we go. So I don't want to get too close. I always mess it up if I get too close too soon. Yep, so I think everybody's twigged that it's committee boat end start. Let's just wake up a little bit. Yeah, I can feel penalties coming on. Let's get a little bit closer. Somebody just hit the committee boat. That's never a good thing to do, real world or not. But he's got more than enough time to get rid of that penalty, which is, you know, 10 seconds. Sorry, 13 seconds. 10 seconds now. Let's see if we can squeeze into that gap just there. That would be nice. Are we going to get it? Oh no, see? Just trying too hard. No penalties. And what does he do? Straight out of the committee. Okay, let's go and pick up this wind on this right hand side of the course. Let's truck across there. It's definitely not the making tack, but there's definitely more wind out there. And we're dead last again. Didn't we do this last week? Okay, so we are picking up the wind and it's coming our way, so let's tack over. Let's see if we can not come last. Come on, I do need that wind to come across to us. Hopefully there'll be a lift in that as well. Looks like Debbie's joining me at the back here. We're picking up any ground here? Maybe. We're not last anymore. We are coming out of that wind, so I think we do need to tack back into that. Painful though it is. Just trying too hard at that start, that's really going to cost us. I don't think there's any point in tacking across till we think we're close to the ley line. Maybe it's still a bit too early, who knows, let's try it. Not too bad, still needs a little bit of a lift. But we're not dead last. I think we will be by the time we get to the mark. Especially if we have to double tack, it's going to be painful. Let's see if we can hooch up to it. Yep, let's get after Debbie, shall we? Are we far enough off the wind for a kite to work? Probably not, but let's try it anyway. Maybe. No, definitely not. We are going to be dead last again. Oh dear. Yeah, so I think there's more wind on the other side, so let's go that way. And let's just truck on into this band of wind. See if we can extract ourselves from dead last. So it does look like the right hand mark is going to be the one to go around. It does look a little bit further upwind, not that that really matters when you're 70 metres behind, but you never know. Every little helps. But we're not dead last again. Well, we hit the mark. Oh dear. Let's blow off that penalty. Oh well. It's a nice try. And we definitely don't want to be on this tack, so let's go across. We're not dead last now, we're dead last by a nice margin. Okay, so I don't think there's any point hanging around here. Let's just go in this band of breeze. See if we can extract ourselves from dead last. It doesn't look possible, does it? Oh, you know why? Because that's telling us we haven't been round the mark. How did I not do that? That's why the margin is getting so huge. Oh well. We might have to extract ourselves from this one when the others finish. Actually, we could just wait around at the finish line, couldn't we, and see them come across. Yeah, let's do that. So they're all going around the windward mark. We've given up on this one. That was a complete horlick. So what was I saying at the beginning? Let's see if we can finish on a high. Nope, that definitely didn't happen. So in the far distance we can see them all. It looks like it's Tony in the lead, might be Blue Sky, Uncle Bill. And they're all fairly close together, aren't they? Debbie's... Actually, what I'm saying... That's giving my distance to them, isn't it? So hopefully there'll be a quite exciting coming down. So we go and have a look. Yep, they're coming down towards us. You can see the two marks at the bottom here. They're telling us that I haven't been around the marker there, so I don't know quite what I did wrong there, but obviously something. So let's just give them a fly past. Oh, I don't know why I did that. So as you can see, they are not. They're fairly opaque at the moment, and I have the same thing. So I can't get in the way. I can't influence the race where I am, so I can pretty much do what I like. So we'll trundle very slowly down towards the mark and watch them all fly past. Oh, might be ending on a high. Is he going to win this one? Certainly looks like it. Well done, Mike. Finish on a high. Okay, let's see if we can extract ourselves from this one. We won't get the results. Will I get the results if I come out? I'm not going to finish. How can I finish? Can I finish without... Nope. I don't know. No, I'm going to have to go home. So that was a highly unsatisfactory end to the evening. I think it's fairly safe to say that Debbie is our champion for this series. I don't think she could be beaten. My guess would be, let's have a quick look. My guess would be that it would be Tony is second in the series, and Nathan had a fairly good advantage to Uncle Bill. So yeah, I think the end of the series is going to be, and this is unofficial and doesn't include discards, but I think it's very likely that Debbie will be first for the series. Tony, aka Mystery Laser Guy, second, and Nathan taking up the last podium position. Anyway, thanks for watching, if there is anybody watching. Hopefully there'll be some America's Cup this weekend, and hopefully we can take a win or two, because that would really cheer me up. Anyway, good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully there'll be another series, and we'll try and do the same sort of coverage for that. So watch Facebook, and I would encourage you to come along, have a play, join in the series. It is great fun and quite relevant. Some of the, you can see a bad start, as ably demonstrated in that last race, means you're going to have a bad race. Do come along and join us. Anyway, till the next time.